Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a review for the Stormcrow. I received an ARC from the December Fairy Loot box. This is my first ARC ever, and I was like really excited to have an ARC. But yeah, this doesn't go on sale until July 2019. It's the Stormcrow by Kayleen Josephson. Sorry, I'm like really tired. I just ran up and down the stairs to get this food that I ordered, but I won't eat it because I have to film this video. It's really cool. There's like marketing and publicity campaign, and it's like not for sale, and it's just like so cool. Like I've never had an ARC before. I don't know a lot about ARCs, but I do know that when you have one, you're supposed to read, review it, and like raise awareness for when it goes on sale. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make this video too long and detailed because like no spoilers. I don't want you guys to know a lot about this book going into it. It's best to just go in not knowing a lot. But basically we have a character named Anthea, and she lives in the kingdom of Rodair. And in Rodair there are these elemental crows, like storm crows, fire crows, something crows, like sun crows, I don't know. The crows are really important to the Rodarian people's life and their way of life and stuff. But then there's this empire, the Aleutian Empire, who come in and kind of destroys their land. It's not a spoiler, it's like at the back. All the crows are dead because they killed all the crows. And our main character Anthea is the princess of Rodair, and she also has a sister Kaliza. And our main character Anthea is forced to marry Erison, who is the prince of the Aleutian Empire. So as you can guess, there's this hate relationship between them, but they're forced to marry each other. We all know that's the kind of books I love the most. But Anthea finds a crow egg. There's just like one more, she found it, and she wants to hatch it in order to bring crows back into Rodair because there's none left, but there's one more egg that she's trying to hatch. And that's pretty much what the back is. That's pretty much all you have to know going into the book. So now I'm just gonna talk about some of my thoughts on it. I'm not gonna be spoilering anything, so don't worry about that. So I really liked this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It wasn't a 5-star book just because of, wait, I don't know if I should say it. Like, it's not a spoiler. It's just something that's in the I don't know how to like review ARCs without spoilering. Basically, I didn't like, no, I can't say it. So I'm going to talk about some things I liked about this book without spoiling any of the contents. So what I liked was the unique plot of the elemental crows. I haven't seen that in any book before. There are some books with crows, but not elemental crows, that are really important to a people's culture, and I found that really cool, especially you can ride the crows. Something else I liked was the writing style. It was really beautiful. It was easy to understand, but it was also really pretty and descriptive, and it made the world like a lot prettier, vivid, and I just really liked it. And something else is diversity. There was a lot of gay characters. Like most of the side characters are gay, which a lot of people found weird because like you would be introduced to a character and then it's like, oh, you're gay. Another character, you're gay. And it's like everyone, like a lot of people were being like, is anyone straight? But the main character and her love interests are straight. And I feel like the author tried to like make up for it by making everyone else gay. And a lot of people found that weird. I found that, well, I've never seen it in YA before, so it was unique. But that really does give it like 5 stars for diversity because I've never seen that in a book before. And also there's diversity in race because the Aleutian are like white, pale people, while the Rodarians are, I think they said brown-skinned or like dark-skinned. Something else that I liked is Anthea, the princess, and Erison, the prince of the enemy kingdom, like their banter and their arguments. We love that in a book, you know, the I hate you but we have to marry each other relationship and dialogue. I love that a lot. Oh, something else I really liked is the cover. It was really pretty. I love this. It's gorgeous and it's really pretty. Okay. Something else that was good is the depression and PTSD representation. Trigger warning, there is like self-harm, but it was only like 3 or 4 sentences of it, or like 5 sentences of it. So our main character goes through depression, and there's also PTSD, which I really liked. But I kind of didn't like the way depression was portrayed. Like I liked that there was depression, but I feel like the author's portrayal of depression was really shallow and generic. like, depression is a lot more complex than the way she portrayed it. The way she portrayed it was just like, I'm depressed, I'm not gonna get out of bed, I'm gonna do nothing. And I wish there was a little bit more to that. That is pretty much what I liked about the book. Now I'm gonna talk about what I didn't like about the book. Now, if you want to go into the book not knowing absolutely anything, or like not being affected by other people's opinions, for example, there are things I didn't like, and if you want to go in it without knowing what I didn't like because it might affect your thoughts on the book, then don't watch this part. I'm not gonna spoiler anything, but it might affect your thoughts when reading the book, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to review arcs. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but I'm not gonna spoiler anything. So I'm just gonna read like my dislike notes. Okay, something I didn't like about this book was the limited setting. There's just kind of two places that the main character goes to. There's this place, and you don't really get to see much of anything else. She just keeps switching from these two places. I was just like, do we go anywhere else? Like, are you just gonna, like, I wish there was more setting exploration, but I know we're gonna get to explore that in the second book. But we still got to explore some, there was not a lot. I wish we got to see more of the world, I guess, is what I'm saying. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about how I felt about the romance. If you don't want to know the type of romance, then click out. I didn't like that there is a love triangle, especially when it's insta love, and I just couldn't take it, and it was not done well. The love triangle was done really badly. It's like the epitome of worst love triangles in YA. I just couldn't, you know, I just know. Like, if there wasn't this stupid unnecessary love triangle, I would have really enjoyed this book. But it was just freaking insta love AF, and I hate insta love so bad. And yeah, and oh my god, ugh. And like, I just felt like her and the second dude had no chemistry whatsoever. The author just thrust him in, and I was like, I cannot deal with this guy. I mean, he was fine, but I just, like, he's cute and all, but I just don't like love triangles, and him just made it, ugh. I just wish they were like friends, because okay, I'm gonna stop talking about the love triangle, but there is a love triangle. If you don't like love triangles and insta love, well, you should still read this book because it was a good book. Romance wasn't horrible or anything. Don't go in thinking the romance was bad. I still enjoyed it a lot. There was just some things I didn't like about the romance, but it wasn't bad at all, okay? I think I like made it seem like the romance was bad. It wasn't bad. I just didn't like some things about it, okay? Something else I didn't like is I felt like the plot didn't move a lot. She spent most of her time trying to accomplish this one thing for like the whole book. Like, usually books, like, a bunch of stuff happens. Like, you try to do this, and then you try to do this, and then you try to do this, and then it doesn't work, and then you try to do this. But this one, it's just like, you try to do this one thing for the whole book in these two limited settings. And it was kind of like, can there be like more to this book? Like, can there be something else? If that makes sense. So in conclusion, I think for a debut novel, this was really, really good. It was actually amazing. There were just some things I didn't like, you know, but I still gave it a 4 stars. I finished the book in 2 days. It was like fun. Yes, it was fun. And I'll definitely be reading the sequel. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel somewhere. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!